Hello, I am Nehal Jain from QCfinance.in and the topic is data input in R. So in this we will learn how R work as a calculator, its data types, vectors, matrices, data frames, lists and factors. R is a calculator. In R we can do all the calculations that we do on a calculator. Okay. For example, the simple calculations, that is addition, multiplication, subtraction, division, directly you can go on the screen, write the calculation part, that is 1 plus 1, 1 minus 1 or any other, and you will get the answer like this. Now second is the operator precedence. If you use two or more operator once at a time without using bracket, then which operator will take precedence? Okay. For example, here if I use plus and multiplication simultaneously, then the multiplication part, that is 3 into 4, will be calculated first and then it will add to that answer. In this way you will get 14. Now for calculating the power of any number, use the symbol cap. Okay, 3 cap 2 equal to 9. Now along with it, some basic mathematical functions are also available, such as exponential, square root, pi, etc. For finding out the exponential value of any number, you have to write exp and in the parenthesis write the number. Exponential of 1 is equal to 2.718. Okay. And for finding the square root, you have to write sqrt and the number in the parenthesis. The square root of 10, 3.16. The pi is also a predefined constant in the library of R, so you can use directly pi in the calculation rather than using its value. For example, if you want to calculate 2 into pi into 6,378, directly write pi in place of 3.14. Now let's see some more example on the R itself. Okay, suppose I want to do some basic calculations such as 6 and enter. See here, I got the answer. I want to find the exponential of some number exp of any number. I'll get the answer. For the square root, simply write sqrt of that number. Okay, and pi value. Okay, so in this way you can do any calculation in R. Now how R works as a smart calculator. In this case, smart calculator means we can define the variables also in R that we can't define in the simple calculators. Okay, suppose I want to define the value of a variable x, y and z. Okay, x equal to 1, y equal to 3 and z equal to 4. I want to define. Then for this in R I use this operator. Okay, now once I have defined the variables, I can do any calculations using these variables. If I want to multiply this, add, subtract, minus, power, anything I can do using these variables once I have given the value. I have assigned the value to them. Yeah, R is also case sensitive. This means the small x is different from the capital X. Here I have assigned the value to small x, y, z. Okay, so it will give me the output after calculation. But if I use capital X, capital Y and capital Z in place of small x, y, z, it will give me an error because I have not assigned the value to capital X, capital Y and capital Z. Okay, so this point is to be noted that variable names are case sensitive. Now let's see how we can define the vectors in R. Some functions are here. For example, rep of 1, 10. This means repeat 1 10 times. Okay. Second, if I write seq sequence 2, 6. This means it will sequence. It is a sequence of integers between 2 and 6. Okay, including 2 and 6. So the answer will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I write 4, 20, by equal to 4. By equal to 4 means this is the difference between each element that I have to give. 4 is my first element and 20 is my last element. It will start the sequence from 4, add 4 to each element. 4 plus 4, 8, 8 plus 4, 12, till the last element comes, that is 20. Okay, and it will not exceed the last element value 20. Okay, now if you want to create a vector, suppose x, okay, then for giving the element value to this vector, I have to write x, the assigning operator, then C, concatenation. In the bracket, write the elements using the comma as separator. 2, 0, 0, 4. Y is equal to 1, 9, 9, 9. And if I'll add these two vectors, I'll get the result 3, 9, 9, 13. It comes as each corresponding element will be added. The first element of x will be added to the first element of y. Similarly, second, third, fourth. Okay, then you'll get the answer. If you want to multiply both, the same way it will work. 2 into 1, 0 into 9. If you will write x into y. If you write x into 4, each element of x will be multiplied by 4 and you will get the answer. If you want to find the square root of x, then it will find the square root of each element of x. The square root of 2 is 1.41. 0, 0, 0, 0, 4. Square root is 2. Data types. There are many varieties of data types, including scalar, vector, matrices, data frames, and lists. We will study all these. Now, coming towards the vector. Okay, in vector we have mainly three types of vector: numeric vector, character vector, and logical vector. In numeric vector, we can define the elements as numbers: 5, 6, minus, a decimal, negative, positive, any number you can define using assigning operator and C. In the character vector, we can define the strings, okay, using the inverted commas and comma between the two elements. If you want to write hi, how are you, okay, then you have to write it like this. You cannot use the space between them. If you want to use the logical vector, in this you can use only true or false value. Okay, see, I have tried this example on the R itself. I have written A equal to C 5, 6 and the elements value, and after that write A and enter. Okay, then you'll get the list of the elements of vector M. Suppose I want any particular element as output. Suppose in this I want only second and fourth element to be printed as output. Then I write A in the square bracket. Write C, comma, C of 2, 4. Then output will be 6 and 2.5. That is 6 and 2.5. That is second and the fourth element. If I want to print how are you, okay, that is a character. Then I will write B equal to C, how are you. If you will not use the inverted comma correctly, then it will give an error. Okay, so use it correctly. See the difference between this and this. See the output I have got using the correct parenthesis. Now coming towards the matrices. One thing in the matrices that is to be remembered is all the columns in the matrices, that is all the elements of the column, must have the same order. That is either they all should be numeric, the number, character, that is a string, or etc. or logical. Okay, and the same length also. Otherwise it will be an error. The general format for creating a matrix is my matrix, the name you want to give. Here you can give here equal to operator, assignment operator. Matrix, this is a keyword you have to use as it is. In the bracket write the vector, that is any elements, and row. Number of rows equal to how many numbers of rows you want, number of columns. By row columns, if you use false, it will indicate that the matrix should be filled by the columns. Otherwise, if it will be true, then it will be filled by rows. Dimension names equal to list, character vector, row names, and character vector column names. Dimension name is nothing but it provides the optional labels for the columns and rows. That is, if you want to provide the names of your rows and columns, you can provide it using the dimension names. Now here is an example of the matrices. If I want to generate a 5 cross 4 numeric matrix, okay, that is 5 row and 4 columns, then how to generate it? The first method, y, my matrix name, is equal to matrix in the bracket the vector. In place of vector I am writing one column 20. Okay, 20 elements I am having, 1 to 20, 1 2 3 4 5 till 20. Now the second one was n row, that is number of rows. Here I am having 5 number of rows equal to 5 and number of rows is equal to column. Okay, see here, this is the output of that matrix 5 cross 4 matrix. Okay, this was my command. As I have not mentioned by row method, that is by column or by rows, so it will by default fill the matrix by column. Okay, first the first column will be filled, then second, then third, then fourth. Now the another method of creating a matrix is, first I am creating a vector naming it cells. Cells equal to C396 and 6, giving the row names and column names as row names equal to R1 R2, column names C1 and C2. Then I am writing the main command, that is my matrix. My matrix is name of the vector or the matrix. It's equal to matrix. In the first in place of vector I am writing cells. In place of n row is equal to 2 rows, and number of columns is equal to 2. By rows true means first fill the row, then fill the column. First row will be filled first, then come to the column. Okay, the dim names, that the dimensional names, rows and columns names here is list in bracket R names comma C names, row names comma column names. So this is the output. Row names are given R1 R2 C1 C2. Vectors are filled and it is sorted by rows because I am taking by row is equal to true. Now how to identify rows and columns or elements using the subscripts? That is, the general method is X. In this, the row number column comma the column number, general format. If I write X in the square bracket, I write comma 4. Okay, then the whole fourth column of the matrix will be displayed. If I write 3 comma 2, suppose, then it will be the third row and the second column of the matrices. Coming towards the array are same as matrices. The difference is that only that it can have more than 2 dimensions that matrice cannot have. Now coming towards the data frames. In this, the different columns can have different modes. Okay, for example, one column can be of number type, second can be of character type, third can be of logical type, etc. That we cannot have in the simple matrices. Now how to create a data frame? Here's an example of it. Suppose I am having 3 vectors D, E, F. One is numeric vector, second is character vector, and third is logical vector. Okay, now I want to create a data frame from it. My data name is my data frame, you can give any name, is equal to data dot frame in bracket D comma E comma F. Okay, and if I want to give the name to it, I'll write names of my data is equal to C, ID, color and past. This is ID, this is color, and this is past or not. Okay, in this way you can create any data frame. See here, I have run that example on the R. The first row is ID 1 2 3 4, second is color and third is past. I have given the name using the names, and here we got the names and all the numeric, character and the logical vector in a single matrix, that is data frame. Okay, now how to identify the elements of a data frame? There are many ways. First frame, using the colon operator. Colon operator and 1 colon 3 means 1 2 3. Okay, if I write my frame in the square bracket, I write 1 colon 3 means first, second and third column of that data frame will be displayed. If I want to display using the name of the columns or rows, use C, ID, comma age. Okay, then columns ID and age will be displayed. Or if I write my frame $x1, then the variable x1 in the data frame will be displayed. Now coming towards the list. What is list? It is an ordered collection of objects, that is the component. In a list, you can gather a variety of objects under one name that are unrelated also. Example of a list with 4 components is as follows. W, my list name, is equal to list. That is a keyword for creating a list. In bracket I will write, parenthesis I will write name equal to Neha. That is a string. Okay. Second, I am using a numeric vector. My numbers equal to A. A matrix, my matrix equal to Y, and a scalar age equal to 5.3. This A and Y are predefined. Okay, I have to first create a vector named A and a vector name matrix named Y. Okay, example of a list containing two lists is V equal to see list 1 comma list 2. This will combine the list 1 and 2. See here, I have created a numeric vector A which is equal to 2. I have assigned my matrix equal to Y. Okay, the matrix that I have created above, I have assigned it in Y. So this is my Y matrix now. Now I will write W equal to list name equal to Neha, my numbers A, my matrix Y, age equal to 5, and enter, and write W and enter. So list will be created named name Neha, my numbers 2, my matrix 396, 276, and age 5.3. You can identify the elements of a list using the square brackets. Now coming towards the factors. The factor stores the nominal values as a vector of integers in the range 1 to k. And here k is a number of unique value in the nominal variable. We can assign the value of k as per our convenience. And an internal vector of the character strings, that is the original value, mapped to these integers. For example, variable gender with 20 male entries and 30 female entries. For creating this, the command we'll use is gender equal to C repeat, I repeat repetition, male comma 20 times male, and repeat female 30 times, and factor gender. Okay, this will see here, I have written the command and the output I got is this. 20 times male and 30 times female is printed on the screen. This means it stores gender as 21s and 30 2s are associates. 1 is equal to female and 2 is equal to male internally. That is alphabetically order. F comes first and then ends. And now R treats gender as nominal variable. That is the name gender. And if you will type summary of gender, it will display female 30 and male 20. Now these are some useful functions in the R. That is length of the object means number of elements or components, SCI means structure, class, names, etc. that you can try on the MATLAB, and we'll learn in the next sessions. So at the end, let's summarize once again what we have learned today. First, R is a calculator. All the addition, multiplication, subtraction, precedence operator, exponential, square root, pi, we can perform on R. We can create vector using the assignment operator and C. We can find any element using the square bracket. Okay. The string, that is a character vector, can be generated using the inverted commas. We want to create a matrix, then simply write Y matrix, the vector, number of rows, number of columns. Along with it, you can also define the row names and the column names and the by rows, that is you have to sort it by rows or by the. In this way you can give the name of the columns rows and the by rows true, that is the by row is true. After that, the data frames we have learned how to create data frames. Data frames is numerical, character, logical, all in the one matrix. This was the general format for the data frame. After that, we have learned list. Here names, numbers, my matrix, edges, all in the one name is list. And then at the last we will learn the factor. Okay, and these some useful functions. Okay, thank you. If you have liked this session, please subscribe for us and have a nice day. From Nehal Jain, QCfinance.in.